You doing, guys? I think all of us have been involved in that one relationship in our lives that we look through with rose-colored glasses. That person that you were starstruck over, and you overlooked their faults no matter what they were. Only come to find out as time went on that you were being lied to. You may have at first overlooked it, but still the trust factor was not there like it was before. And you found out that the lies were still continuing. No matter how much they said that they were telling you the truth, you realized they weren't. So what do? You step away from the situation. You walk away from it. As much as it hurts today, you walk away because eventually you know that the pain is going to get far worse. This is where I was at in 2009 when I realized I was lied to by the Watchtower and Bible Tract Society. I, in essence, looked at them in the Kingdom Hall and put them on probation. I looked at my baptism, the contract between myself and Watchtower, as a breach of contract because Watchtower lied. So my baptism was now null and void. I am now a free agent in the organization. The false authority that the elders thought they had over me was now removed. I didn't answer to them anymore. And I watched them with a keen eye. I mean, they would have to earn my trust. Watchtower would have to earn my trust. And sorry to say, they never did. I had this one call that I was stopping because I was still doing the ministry, although I rarely, if ever, left any literature behind. And the conversations would always end up the same as far as the tax-free status of the religions in this country. I was under the impression that Watchtower freely paid their taxes, even though they were tax exempt. Well, now I figured maybe I better check just to be sure. They've already lied once, and I better find out if they're lying again. A good friend of mine, a very old friend, was in the area. So we went on her computer and did some digging. Now, since Watchtower is technically listed as a nonprofit organization, everything they do is open to the public. Well, done some digging. Found out not only were they doing funny things with their taxes, but they were very heavily involved in the stock market. Some of the stocks they were involved in, Boeing, Lockheed Martin, which deals with weapons of war, so much for neutrality, Honeywell, that deals in missile delivery systems, CVS, Monster Beverage, you may want to do some digging on that one, as well as Time Warner and others. The one that stuck out, literally jumped out at me, was Philip Morris. Now, Jehovah's Witnesses are not allowed to smoke, yet Watchtower has invested heavily in the largest tobacco producer in the world. I had quit smoking to become one of Jehovah's Witnesses, and I was really ticked off when I saw that. Very angry, actually. I'm walking around one night, and I stopped into the store and grabbed me a pack of cigarettes. I was just puffing away. One of Jehovah's Witnesses apparently saw me, pulled right over, and push came to shove, and talked me into turning myself in. Well, since I had put Watchtower on probation and literally removed the authority of the elders as well as Watchtower, I was going to do it my way. Okay, no, they are not going to do anything to me. I am going to do it. So I pulled the elders aside, and I backed out of the ministry school, backed away from any responsibilities I had. I should have been DF'd on the spot because I showed no remorse whatsoever. But I wasn't. They literally even said, well, you've put yourself on restrictions, left us nothing to do. I remained on restrictions for the next 4 years. Well, at that point, I was fading like crazy. I had no interest in going to the meetings. So I didn't. I mean, I'd make special guest appearances here and there, but I had no interest in doing anything with that organization. That old friend of mine had been touring Australia. When she returned, she informed me what was going on with the Australian Royal Commission. We looked it up online, and she was absolutely right about Watchtower hiding over 1,000 pedophiles in that country. A little digger deeping found out it wasn't isolated to Australia, that this was a worldwide phenomenon, that Watchtower had been protecting pedophiles for many decades. I was absolutely disgusted. I mean, I never went to a meeting ever again. I was repulsed by the whole thing and was fed up. As far as I was concerned, I was done. Since I removed their authority and I no longer answer to them, I saw fit not to write a disassociation letter, although I did have one printed up. But as far as I was concerned, I was gone. Funny, when they look at you as a fader, they never just let you go. I think we all know that. But in reality, they had no choice but to let me go. I was gone and I was not going back. When I gave them that probationary period to prove themselves, they proved otherwise. But no, I was going to do this my way. I was not going to do it their way. They proved to me that this is quite a satanic organization. And I was pretty much done with it. And no, I was not going back. Although I got my last licks in, which I'll talk to you about in my next video. I'll see you guys soon. You guys have a good day.